yesterday in the mail. And I have to do something about it because it's full of algae. Algae stomp the growths of trees, so I have to get it up off of there. Okay, the first thing I have to do is I have to get this algae-ridden soil up off of these cherry trees. See all that? I have to get rid of that. All this nasty soil. That's the first thing I have to do. The second thing I have to do, well, let's just do the first thing first. Okay, guys, step 1. That's removing the contaminated soil. So we're going to do that first. I got a bag right here. This bag up here. Just going to dump it right into this bag. You know what? No, I'm not going to dump it into this bag. I'm going to let it soak a little bit in this water. Because I don't want to mess up the roots. Try to get all this water. To let it soak and it'll come off easier all by itself, but I don't have time for that, so I'm just dipping it in and out so I can get all this soil off without messing or tearing up my roots. All the soil off it. Now I just have to, ooh, this one ain't. See how I removed all that soil off of these roots. And I'm going to give you a closer picture. I'm going to go rinse them. Rinse them off and make sure they're super clean. But let me give you a closer look. Look at that. So let me go rinse these off. Okay guys, I went ahead and I rinsed them off. Dumped off the old water. I put a little water in it so I can just sit in it for a second. Let me show you them after I washed them. See, that way I don't disturb the roots. Try to give it the best chance possible by not disturbing, not breaking the roots. And I also see like black stuff on the trunk of this tree too. Y'all check out the video, the unboxing, the last video I did, unboxing episode 3. Y'all check that video out and you'll see me actually get this out the mail, open it up, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And give you more details into everything. Now today I'm just trying to get this tree healthy to where I can actually get it put where I want it to be placed at. So that's basically what I'm doing for this video. Getting that algae off this plant and making the plant back healthy as possible. My Kwanzaa cherry tree, because I really want this tree, you guys. Y'all seen how beautiful those blooms and everything is. If not, look at that video and you can just see. So I'm gonna try everything I can do to get this plant back right. So first, step 1 was to remove the old soil. We just did that. Now we on to step 2. Step 2 is putting new soils in new pots so we could be able to get the plant in. And today, this my by myself girl night. I wasn't supposed to be doing no video. I was just chilling, y'all. But that was just eating at me so much. It kept bothering me. Like, do something about this plant. Don't just let it sit there and the algae just get worse and worse. Do something about it. It was just bothering me. Or just me being a gardener. Either way, I'm glad it did. I only get to drink like once every blue moon. Let's move on. Okay, I got this Miracle Grow potting mix. It don't say fertilizers added. Cause Miracle Grow, you know, has its fertilizers because it's light and fluffy. It don't have all that bark in it, them big pieces in it. That way that the roots could be able to spread out and scratch without having to be messed with all the other things that's added into the mixture. Now, we just did part 2, which is get some nice low nitrogen potting soil mix. And I put that in there. Now I'm going to take my starter, which is my Kwanzaa cherry tree. A nice enough hole. It should deep enough. By the time it grow this pot out, should be able to put it into the pot that I intended it for it to go. Make sure that whole root ball get in there. I'm gonna use some of this to cover it up. I'm gonna put the sand line right back to where pretty much where it was originally. Should be able to see it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna repeat it. Become the second one. Try to get as much of that old soil as possible off of it. And I soak them so I don't have to disturb the roots. As minimum as possible at least. Set that in there like that. Okay guys, we went through majority of the steps, so I'm just going to recap it right quick. The first step was to get rid of all that contaminated soil, which you see what I did. Step 2, get new, clean starter soil without high nitrogen in it. You don't want all that fertilizer in it because it can burn the roots. Step 3, make sure you water it in really good. And from now on, I'll be watering it from the bottom because this next step is very important because it's a preventative. Step 1, step 2, step 3 we just went through. Now let's get to step 4. We're going to use a preventative to stop new mold fungus from growing. Now if it comes to mushrooms, we want you to grow the good kind. Love my mushrooms. Fungus could be good or bad. But in this case right here, it's messing with my medium of my soil, messing with my roots and my growth production of my tree. I have to do something about it. So, cinnamon. Here we go. You can use neem oil, but most everybody has cinnamon. So you don't want it sitting on the leaf of your trees. You want to get it on the top of your soil. Let me put my drink down. To make sure you can stop that growth. Won't be watering it from the bottom like I said. Just making sure I said it because y'all know I'm drinking. Just sprinkle it on there. Like so. A preventative for that. Enough disease, that white fuzzy stuff that you see be growing around your starter plants and stuff. It helps with that. Anything fungal. So I'm putting this on here. so. Make sure you don't put them on the leaves of your plant, just on inside of the soil, and it'll prevent that new growth of algae from coming. And there you go. Okay guys, the finished product. These right here is the cups that came in when it came in the mail to me with the algae in it. And this got the preventative, and y'all just follow those steps and you should be able to get your tree nice and healthy again. And I will be doing an update on this Kwanzaa cherry tree, even though I like to say Kwanzaa for some reason, but it's pronounced Kwanzaa cherry tree. So there you go. At the end you should get this. Y'all make sure, if you're drinking, to drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. So try this out for yourself, guys. If you was to order plants in the mail and they come to you and they're infested with algae or some sort of fungus, this is what you do in order to get your plants back healthy. It's super easy. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all, thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I love each and every one of you guys, and I'm gonna see you later. Love you.